In response.
Hello and welcome to the day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
I'm Jake.
I'm Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Weekly. This week, we've got a little bit of an opening for y'all. We won a prize.
Yeah, this was unexpected.
A pretty big prize.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's a anthology of sorts.
We've got a Planechase Anthology.
This is something we would have never bought if we hadn't won it.
Never would have bought it, but we won it playing a two-headed giant event.
Yeah.
So we figured we would open it up for y'all.
Little side note, it's kind of funny. We won the best promos. Our local game store did a very special kind of event.
Oh yeah.
And we won some Emrakul promos.
Oh yeah, we won 2 Emrakul promos, some like face stealers. What is that one called? Faceless? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get going with the opening.
All right, here we go.
This is something that we didn't know if we were just gonna flip it. We didn't know if we wanted to keep it
Or rip it.
or rip it.
Or burn it outside.
But we did decide. Oh wow, look at that.
It is very cool.
It is very
Here,
cool.
let me get this box out of the way.
We decided that it would be very cool to have. It would be very cool to stream for you guys. We like to play Magic the Gathering socially. Whoa,
Yeah.
Look at that right
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty sweet.
Planechase Anthology.
Pretty cool thing.
We like to play these social games. We like to, get the pre-built commander decks and play them without modifying them in a free-for-all setting. Kind of takes the pressure off the players that aren't huge deck builders but still like playing, girlfriends, wives, casual players, things like that. Okay, so we've got this very pretty box, and that seems to be an insert. So we will get rid of that.
Oh, I like the packaging. If there's one
Yeah.
thing I can say about it, the packaging is very
Yeah, it
nice.
seems like a board game on the back. It's very cool.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Let's break into it and see what we've got here. Ooh.
First thing I notice is this very cool
Yeah,
dice.
look at that thing. Hold that up to the big camera.
Pretty sweet.
And on
Pretty
top
sweet
of
little
that,
dice
we've
there.
got some,
Sorry about my terrible fingernails.
We've got some really terrible fingernails. We've also got some 20-siders here that are all different colors. With the little Planechase, I guess. Is that what that symbol is? The little Planechase symbol? Yeah.
I honestly wish this dice had anything on it other than... Oh, wait, no, this is what is used to roll to a different plane.
This is like a special version of the Planechase die that came with the sets in the first place. That was just a small little white die. And this one's like a very special planes die that we have. So that's cool. Yeah, let's see what we've got here.
So these are going to be the different planes, I'm guessing.
Okay, so there's our rules. And yeah, these seem to be all of our different planes. Is this how many planes there have always been, or is this like all of them collected? Guys, we really don't know anything about
this
what
is
we're
all of them
opening
collected.
Here. Okay,
everything. Like when you bought each of these decks, you would have got a certain amount of planes that came with them. So these are all the planes from all the different decks.
Orachi Colony, Skybreen, Stairs to Infinity. Yeah, these are pretty rad. Look at these.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's
like
Bant.
Yeah.
That's on Alara.
This is actually
just the plain Bant. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. So each of these planes, if you roll this dice, there should be a symbol that makes you change plane.
Yeah.
And then there should be an effect if you were to roll this symbol.
Okay, so in honor of the professor himself, this is the Academy at Talaria West.
Yes.
So let's see what this says. At the beginning of your end step, if you have no cards in hand, draw 7 cards.
Oh, wow.
But if you roll the die and end up with this symbol, you have to discard your entire hand. Yeah, it's really cool. It's essentially chaos magic, I guess. I've never actually played Planechase. Again, this is not something that we would play or really be interested in, to be honest. But we definitely will now that we have it.
And let's go ahead and really quickly say why. This thing was, when it came out, grossly overpriced.
Yeah.
And Wizards sold this to stores with the idea that stores were going to try to make $150 off
the anthology itself.
The anthology itself. And this product, because of when this happens, the card prices that are in these boxes, like one of these decks is going to have Baleful Strix, one of them is going to have a couple other cards that you could only find in Planechase.
Thromach the Insatiable.
And the thing is, like, we have Maelstrom Wanderer, and Maelstrom Wanderer was just reprinted. So these card prices have been nuked.
Yeah.
Okay? Original Maelstrom Wanderer, I believe, only came in Planechase.
Right.
So it's just...
Mike, Slime, Michael Rock. Okay, so there's some cool cards in here. These decks aren't completely horrible.
No. The decks are great, but when you mask print a product like this...
Thunder Thrash Elder?
Like, it's hard to maintain that price point. Like, we have
Ethereum
Horn Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a Cascade deck here. And so, while it's filled with a lot of really cool cards like Shardless Agent, Shardless Agent...
That's pretty cool.
Was a card that had a price that was, like, very high because Legacy demands this card.
Right.
And it was only printed in Planechase.
Oh, I didn't even see this. So the names of the decks are on the sides of these little cases that they come in. They come in these cool... Wow, 2 Bloodbraid Elf in that deck.
But these are the exact decks that they were.
Okay,
originally.
so this was Primordial Hunger. That's got Thromach the Insatiable. Seems like some kind of red-green Devour deck. They come in these cool boxes that have the Planeswalker symbol and a little indicator of who their big bad is in there. So, like I said, Thromach the Insatiable in this. The only thing I don't love about this is that I don't think these boxes are going to fit these decks once they're sleeved. And we're not going to play decks that aren't sleeved, guys. It's just not something we do.
We're not going to be riffle shuffling, like a Beast Within. And as I look at Beast Within, I wonder if I'm wrong and if these have been updated. I don't believe Beast Within was a card when these originally
Chaos Reigns came out. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up.
We'll have
Again,
to look it
guys,
up.
we went into this opening knowing little to nothing. Holy crap, look at this. There was another packet of cards in this one that are all just double-sided tokens.
That's actually really cool.
I wonder if that's
like
for
this.
all four decks. It's got to be, right?
Yeah, it's going to be all 4
Because
decks.
there's black in this one and white. There's goats. There's zombies and Eldrazi. So they did give us double-sided tokens for all of the decks. And now, actually, it makes me think, I think maybe sleeved. Look at that. I think maybe sleeved, that could possibly fit inside this box. It's going to double it.
Maybe.
If you don't go with, like, super primo sleeves, I could see it. Might could work. Let's see what these other decks are.
Yeah, let's take a look
We've
here.
got Knight of the Ninja. Oh, that's pretty rad.
And this is Savage Auras.
What is this? Oh, it's just a little... Oh, okay, that was in that one. Oh, yeah, this one's got Veil of the Nightclad in it.
So we have Krond the Dawclad.
Dawnclad. And then Vela of the Nightclad. So, guys, comment below and tell us about these. leave a note in the comments how these Planechase work. If there's any new cards, if these are just the old cards. I'm gonna flip these over and show them to the top-down camera here. Got the Glenelendra Liege, got some ninja action, got a little Dark Hatchling. There's Ink Eye's Servant, that's pretty cool. Silent Blade Oni, got quite a spike in here.
3 Dreams is cool.
Yeah. There's some pretty... Here's the one with Baleful Strix, Dimir Infiltrator, Wall of Frost, Liliana Spectre.
This
Got some ninjas
card,
in here. This deck is pretty cool.
Silhana Ledgewalker.
Yeah.
This is actually like one of the only creatures that Boggles will sometimes consider. Just, it's hexproof. It can't be blocked except by creatures with flying.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool card.
Yeah, these are pretty rad. You know what? I do want to test it.
Oh, this comes with the Rancor, Hyena Umbra.
I'm grabbing some sleeves, dude. I'm going to test this.
You got some Boar Umbras going on. This deck comes with the Ghostly Prison. So, guys, there are some cards in here that are, like, really good cards. The problem is that Wizards, they wanted more for this than it's worth.
Right.
Stores found this hard to sell, which is likely why we won it in a raffle.
Yeah, absolutely. It was something our store had left over. They wanted to draw a lot of people out for this night that they were doing a two-headed giant event. What was special about it?
Okay, so it was a Friday the 13th two-headed giant.
Yeah,
and
what it was.
What they did was they had a bunch of fat packs and like leftover promos, and or not fat packs, bundles and leftover promos.
Right.
And what they did was they used the bundle boxes, and each bundle had like a random set of promos and other swag. Some had like dice, some had sleeves, and so on. And what it was each person got a token with a number that corresponded to a bundle box, and everyone who participated got something, which was really cool. And if there were 10 teams, one Planechase Anthology was added, and if there were 20 teams, 2 were added. And Joel, luckily, was one of the 2 people that, out of, I think, 44, that ended up winning one of the Planechase Anthologies.
Yeah, it was crazy. If you follow Emerald Knights on Instagram, you can see our picture. I think they posted it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Of the winners.
But yeah, Joel's sleeving up. I don't know, do you want me to sleeve another deck here?
No, here, you know what? We'll skip ahead to me being done sleeving this deck.
Yeah, man.
Wow! Okay, so it is now sleeved up. What we did was put the entire 60-card deck into Ultra Pro matte sleeves. You can get them in any local game store. And it actually fits. That is actually a huge, huge deal to me.
Yeah, that's great.
That would have been a huge detraction from these, and that is actually very cool. It fits perfectly. There's no room for anything extra.
Well, probably the tokens that correspond to, you could probably fit in there too.
Yeah, absolutely. What we would do is take the tokens and sleeve them into probably perfect fits.
Yeah. Because
they're double-sided, so you want them in clear sleeves, and you want them in something as thin as possible.
Yeah.
But
pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, overall, guys, again, not something we would ever buy. But
guys, it's not a bad product. It was just
really
overpriced,
yeah,
and that's why it didn't sell a lot, and that's why you can find it on eBay for like 80 to $90. So.
And look, I'm a huge fan of the board gamier stuff that still involves Magic. I wasn't a huge fan of Arena of the Planeswalkers, but that's because you didn't get to actually play Magic while you played another version of it.
Right.
This is playing Magic as another version. Archenemy, playing a Magic as another version of it. The new Ixalan set coming out, that's kind of what I wanted to lead up to. I love the idea of that because you're playing Magic and it's kind of a board game, kind of Catan, tile placing style thing.
Yeah. I love when they're adventurous and they do things like this, and I hope they do continue to explore different avenues of how to play Magic the Gathering, how to make it accessible to a lot of different players. As we were saying earlier, Joel was talking about more casual players, like people that want to be able to play Magic, but they're not having to know every single intricacy of the game to do it, which is what happens with EDH.
Yeah,
oftentimes.
Definitely.
People are retreating into their phone to look up rulings and figure out, like, oh God, how does this interaction happen? And for casual people, that's just like, oh, we're playing a game where we just have to look everything up.
And this is honestly something that's perfect for the casual player that just has a good grasp on the basic rules, but wants to kind of play a different version of it, mix it up a little bit.
And it knows what it is. It is what it is.
Right. So look out for this coming up on our stream within the next month or so. We'll let you know on Twitter. Follow us there. Make sure to check out our sponsors, Quiet Speculation, for your finance. The link is down in the description below to sign up with them through us. If you're a subscriber, we give them a Friday video every week, once a week.
Yep.
Got a little Friday finance-minded
and it is an exclusive video. You can only see subscribed.
It. Yep. We also have shirts at Red Deck Wins, and we've got some other merch coming down the line. Our first limited edition shirt.
Merch.
Our first limited edition shirt is available now. We're gonna have a new shirt coming out very soon, so look out for that. Other than that, Planechase Anthology. It gets 2 thumbs up from me.
From me, it gets 2 thumbs up, but
it's just a little overpriced.
Like, honestly, it's like a thumbs up and a quarter thumbs up. So.
Thumb and a quarter from Jake. I'm tapped out.
I am just trying to find myself.